Hello everyone, I am Mumble. Welcome to my channel. Unless you've been here before, then welcome back. I'm here today with ways to earn meseta in Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. If you would kindly watch as much of this video as you can, it would greatly help me, but it will also greatly benefit yourself, as I will be covering a lot of different topics on how to, make some bank. So as always, please leave a like, subscribe, and share it as much as you can. I would greatly appreciate the growth of this channel. So to start things off, you know the basics. Like, we can go to our tasks over here in the menu, and I would always say, hang on, always try and complete your dailies. I've not finished all of mine yet, but some give you like a small amount of meseta, and then when you've done all of your dailies for that day, you will get 130,000 on top of the 4 tasks anyway. And please pay attention to this on a Monday, right at the beginning of the week, Monday. You will get 150,000 meseta on top of the 130 for completing your dailies. That is only for a Monday only, but it is always, wise to do your dailies anyway. It's your main source of income. I will couple this down with doing weekly tasks. So as you can see, I've already done a couple here. One was for 50,000 meseta. I've still got enemy suppressions to do, which is another 50,000. Like, just go to a combat sector, go ham. I'll be there for 20 minutes, all done, 50,000 gained. Obviously, completing your dailies will then complete weekly tasks, which will give you even more. That's another 100,000 for in total there. It's always wise to check your limited time stuff, as you can scroll through, because Sega will regularly do events where it's like, oh, complete this stage of the story and you'll get a lot of free stuff. Like, you'll get Genesis points, you'll get special scratch tickets, which I'll come to later. You've got free cosmetics and emotes. You'll get various other bonuses like item protections and materials to continue getting stronger. And then as we get to later into the story, it'll start throwing out like 2.5 million here, 100 star gems, 500,000 there, yada yada. It'll keep going. And there's also other things such as, you'll get like a lot of seasonal points if it's during a seasonal event, and sometimes we'll do like campaigns for gearing up, which I would highly recommend, because right here we've currently got one campaign where you turn a tricellular weapon into an acrocellular weapon and you get 1 mil meseta. So it's always wise to check your limited time section for that side of things. And we'll quickly hop to a couple of other things, so I'll just cut straight to that. Next, we will cover all of your daily collectible items. This is something else that you should just be doing upon instinct, and these can be worth quite a lot. And there are several types that you can go grab, and they are very easy to find in the world. This could mean things like grabbing your alpha reactors is one of the things you can do. This is over in Central Alio. There are 3 locations. I'm currently in one of them grabbing mine. And why do I say alpha reactors? Because one of them is worth, hang on, let me go to them in my material storage, which is another great thing. So I've got a fair amount here. But if you were going to convert just one of them, it's 3,500. You can also grab your stellar fragments from Ritem. They are located in the West Ritem area, which is up by the region mag. You can also, if I do, go up to Essential Cavaris, and you can collect your snow for the day as well, which is another 10 of them, and they are also worth 3,500 apiece. And then you can also head over to Dryson Plant in Steer, as you can grab your invisible boxes, which sometimes will give you additional alpha reactors on top of the 14 that you can get from Central Alio. Another source of income would be talking to Tim. Now, he is in all 4 towns, and for him, you can have the alliance tasks. I would highly, highly recommend doing these. I wouldn't say they're mandatory for like if you are part of an alliance, but it would greatly help not just yourself, but for other players. Now, why I say this is because some of them, yes, they are experience points, but some of them are meseta. So do a purple trigger, grab some shiny materials from the specified region, do your races. I mean, these take a minute or two per run, and you only have to do 3 of them. That's 5-6 minutes out of your day, along alongside of, hang on, you could, and it even asks you to do 3 urgent quests for the week, which is another 20,000. You will then obtain alliance badges, which you can use to get your Genesis points, star gems, and then these quest triggers. I will come back to these and I will say why you should pick them up. But not just that, if you check the Alliance Task records, it will say here, the rankings, gold, silver, bronze. This isn't like, first, second, third place. How it works, I mean, I'm going to go to from last week. So bronze is anywhere from 11th and down. Even if your alliance doesn't appear on the board, if you personally and a few friends within that alliance have all contributed, even if you don't appear on the board, you will at least get 1 beta reactor. Beta reactor is worth 100,000 meseta. If you hit 10th place, so if you hit 10th all the way up to 2nd place, if you're, a more dedicated alliance, we're working together and, a lot more people are getting off their asses, between 2nd and 10th place, you will get the silver reward, which is 3 beta reactors. That's 300,000. And then obviously you take 1st place. That is 2 things yep, that's brilliant. Congratulations on whichever alliance obtains this goal. But it's 5 beta reactors for each member that has participated. That means everyone that has done alliance tasks, at least 3 alliance tasks, it says here right in the fine print at the bottom. If you have done 3 alliance tasks and a member of an alliance, and your team, your alliance takes 1st place, you will get your 5 beta reactors. That is 500,000 for something that takes a couple of, not all that long and not that much effort. It just requires you for playing the game. Next, you want to double check all your trades for the week. Now, what do I mean by trades for the week? If you go to your item recycle, you can pick up 50 alpha reactors a week just from trading in your NEX cubes. I mean, right now, because this is only the start of the week for me, um, I can only afford 15 of them right now, but as I play the game, I will over level my class, I will get X cubes, and I will be able to get all of my alpha reactors for the week, alongside like my star gems and Genesis points. But not only that, you can, as a bonus sort of thing, any special scratch items, such as listed here below, I'll take, for example here, if I trade in these three, I will get one alpha reactor then. See? 3 special scratch items, 1 alpha reactor. So if you're running like a ton of, things you've obtained through special scratch, that could be cosmetics you already have on your account, or you don't want, any music discs, mag forms, camos, come here, trade them in, get your alpha reactors, on top of obviously get your 50 for the week. And while I'm saying that, like, you can go to the item exchange in Steer, and if you notice earlier in the video, I was getting this item called Infernium. It's a shiny green rock. And if you go a bit further down, if you do not have any X cubes yet, you can trade some in here. I'll grab mine as we are here right now. And then we can also grab these class cubes, which we can turn into more NX cubes. You get the idea. As we're going through right now currently, we can also dabble in such things as seasonal events. Seasonal events are great because you will earn seasonal points and you can trade them in for certain things. I mean, I've already grabbed mine, but you can get more alpha reactors throughout a seasonal event. These pop up like a lot over the course of the year. Like, we'll have like one seasonal event, then like a few weeks of downtime, and then we'll have another seasonal event, and you can pick these up. And for the first couple of weeks, you'll be able to get 200 alpha reactors, then the seasonal shop will refresh, and then you'll be able to pick up another 250, and that adds up a lot. Now, it's also like when you are doing things like, you're just doing your dailies and you've just hit your combat sector and you've been killing enemies, you will just be getting like old augments that you do not need. So we will take a look at some of these, and it's like, yeah, okay, they're only worth, I don't know, they're only worth 10 meseta each, but if you add them all up, such as if I do it like this, all of those, I like to keep the tier 5s for crafting other things. They add up pretty quickly. Right here, you can see that, okay? So I'll just make like 1400 here right in front of you. I can do the form souls as well. That's another 1200. And this is free money that you're sitting on, you know? So always double check what's going on in your material storage. If you've got some really old augments that, you take one look at them and it's like, man, that's trash, convert them to cash. You could be sat on millions and you do not even realize that. As a bonus sort of thing here, I will also like to mention, if you go to the quest counter, you can take on what they call trigger quests. Now, I brought these up earlier in the video, where it's like, you've gone to Tim, you've done your alliance tasks, you've had your bonus from your alliance mag as well. I forgot to mention that, but you will get bonus badges every week if you fill up a certain bonus gauge for your alliance's mag. Oh, that is something else entirely, and I believe I touched upon it in one of my beginner guides. But moving on, you've got like all of these older urgent quests and all of this lot that you probably have never even touched. And the reason why I say this, like to do these, is because for each rank of these quests, as you can see, I am just going through Dark Falls. You will see this currently popping up in Alio right now, every couple of hours. But there's also a trigger version, which, you know, the trigger version is technically separate to the normal version. And if you've never done the trigger versions before, you can get a first clear reward, which is, for level 40 Dark Falls Interception. So it's the first urgent quest that I can remember doing. I have never actually got around to doing the trigger quest myself. I am slowly going through all of these myself. First time you clear it on every single rank is all has an individual first clear reward. So that's 10, 20, I've done that one, but that's 30 and then 40. I've just done 4 quests and I'll gain, for the first time of clearing it, I will gain 40,000 meseta, and then depending on what my rank is when I clear it, every single time I can get 20,000 meseta, maybe a little less if I take a little bit too long. And the best thing about these older content is that they are so easy to do, apart from one. But I mean, if you are sat with like a ton of, let me just go to my material storage for this as well. Again, I like to send everything to my trigger storage. I'm sat on all these triggers because I've not got around to doing them as quests, individual drills. So that's, and you can earn a lot of meseta. You not realize this. And some of these, like especially the low levels, like it's level 20, level 40. I mean, our level cap is level 100, and these were way back before like X augments existed. So this was like during the period of game where we were struggling to hit like 100, 150 potency. You're now coming in at level 65 with 236. You are going to walk these. Like, these are going to be cake. So you're sat on easy money right there, and it'll take you a few minutes. And now, finally, we are going to delve back into sort of like seasonal things. And you will have your mission passes. Free to play people can still get the gold tiers just by buying a gold pass from the SG store. But premium and free to play can gain both of these, like the free and the gold versions, all across. And you're looking at alpha reactors here, special scratch tickets there, and the mission badges which you can turn into special scratch tickets. Big breath. You can get NEX cubes and a bunch of other rather free cosmetics and everything. And if you don't want the free cosmetics, you can trade them in for more mission badges, which guess what? You can turn into special scratch tickets, use a special. We've been through this. But not only that, every so often we'll get what's called reward box. Now you have to do a specific activity for this in order to get the tokens. I've already claimed all of my rewards for this cycle, so I will go back to step 1. Obviously, it's all ticked off here, but you'll be getting one alpha reactor. You can pull 1 alpha reactor, you can pull 5 alpha reactors, you can pull 10 alpha reactors, you can pull beta reactors, you can pull special scratch tickets, and you can pull a more new thing for us, which is the Big Bang Scratch Silver. Now, why do I mention the Big Bang Silver? We'll head back over to our shop menu. We'll play our scratch tickets. You don't have to be premium to do some of these. Like these, yes, are pay to win. So some of these are going to go away. They appear periodically. Free to play can spend their SG and get this sort of stuff, but considering that most of you will get them just through daily logins, which is down here. And then we get down to our special scratches. So we've got our seasonal, we have our standard special scratch, which is here indefinitely. Like this will always be a feature unless Sega changes their mind. And then we've also got the Big Bang Silver, which I'm trying to bring my point to. Go to the prize list, wabam, beta reactors. The win rates here don't look fantastic, but a 10% chance to pull an extra beta reactor, that's a win in my book. Oh, you're running low on augment item protections. Can get them here. That's a win in my book. You're struggling to gather your NEX cubes. Hey ho, you can pull them 10 at a time or 20 at a time. Success. You can get your augment transfer pass vouchers. It is worth doing this. When you get tickets, use them or stockpile them so you can do a 10 pull, 20 pulls, 100 pulls if you can, get enough of them. And you will be making bank in more ways than one. Yeah, and that is the end of this video. I mean, thank you for watching. If you would like, I have a budget build which might help you if you're not really if you're more of a casual player, or you might need some help getting started. And I have solo content if you would like to check out the rest of my channel. I've got beginner's guides just in case you're in need of brushing up on something, say you've had some time away from the game or you're just brand new to the game. If you would like to subscribe, I would absolutely love that. I am hoping to make this more of a full-time thing, and hopefully I will see you again soon. To all you beautiful people, Mumble is out.